Welcome to Very Site Research, Monitoring and Evaluation, Research Consulting, Data-Driven Decision Making. It sounds impressive on a business card, right? What does it truly entail to be a consultant in this field? And more importantly, what is the lifestyle really like? I see many people jumping into consulting, thinking it's all flexible hours, high pay, and giving expert advice from a beach in Bali. And then reality hits. Timesheets, scope creep, and a client who changes their research question 3 days before the deadline. I'm your host trainer from VeriSite Research, and today we are breaking down the real beginner's guide to research consulting. We are covering hourly versus project-based rates, the actual lifestyle, compensation expectations, what research work truly involves, and the pros and cons you need to know before you quit your day job. Use the chapters in the description to skip ahead. Let's get into it. First, major decision. How do you get paid? In research consulting, there are two main paths. Road number one, hourly billing. This is common for short-term tasks like cleaning a dataset, programming a survey in Kobo or ODK, or writing a specific section of an M&E report. The pros? You get paid for every extra minute the client asks for. The cons? You cap your income by the number of hours in a day. Road number two, project-based fees. This is where you charge a flat fee for a deliverable, like a baseline study, a theory of change workshop, or a full evaluation report. The pros? If you are efficient, you make more per hour. The cons? If the client keeps adding requests, you are working for free unless you have a strong scope of work. Here is the beginner trap. Underpricing your project because you are afraid to lose the client. Do not do it. Always add a 20% buffer for unexpected work. Let us talk lifestyle, because Instagram makes consulting look like a permanent vacation. In research consulting, this process is cyclical. Phase 1. The hunt. 0 clients. You are sending proposals, networking on LinkedIn, and refreshing your email every 4 seconds. Anxiety is high. Phase 2. The hustle. You win a contract. Now you are designing methodologies, training enumerators, cleaning messy data at 11 p.m., and writing findings that actually make sense to non-researchers. Phase 3. The feast. Multiple projects hit at once. You are juggling a focus group discussion, a regression analysis in Stata, and a client presentation all before lunch. The truth? Research consulting is not passive income. It is active problem solving. But the flexibility is real. Want to take a Tuesday off? Fine. Just be ready to work Saturday. The key is systems, templates, checklists, and standardized processes. That is how you get time back. Everyone asks the same question, so let us be direct. Compensation in research consulting varies wildly by region. But here's a realistic framework for independent consultants or small starting firms. At the entry level, 0 to 2 years of experience supporting data collection, you might charge $25 to $50 per hour. Or for a small survey report, $500 to $1,500 per project. At the mid-level, with 3 to 5 years of experience leading analyses or evaluations, hourly rates increase to $75 to $150. Project fees for a mid-sized evaluation? $5,000 to $15,000. At the senior or expert level, M&E specialist, statistician, policy advisor, you can charge $200 to $350 plus per hour. Full evaluation contracts can range from $30,000 to over $100,000. But here's the catch. You are not billing 40 hours a week. Realistically, you're billing 20 to 30 hours of client work, plus 10 to 15 hours of unpaid business development, admin, and learning new tools like Power BI or SPSS. So your take-home pay ends up being about 50 to 70% of your hourly rate multiplied by your billable hours. In management consulting, research might mean a quick Google search. In research consulting, research is the product. You need to love methodology, secondary data reviews, literature scans, designing survey questions that are not biased, sampling strategies, qualitative coding frameworks, and then translate all that statistical noise into a compelling story for a donor or a nonprofit board. Here is the secret. 80% of the value comes from 20% of the work, usually a really clear research question and a solid methodology up front. The last 20% of Polish, that takes 80% of the time. Plan for it. And a shout out to VeriSight's philosophy. We do not just crunch numbers. We generate evidence that drives better decisions, policies, and impact. If that excites you more than a fancy PowerPoint deck, you are in the right place. Let us land the plane. Pros and cons. On the pro side, variety. You will work on health, education, agriculture, and governance. Never boring. Impact. Your work actually helps organizations improve programs. Autonomy. No boss hovering, you own your schedule. And earning potential. The ceiling is higher than most salaried research jobs. On the con side, inconsistent income. Feast or famine is real. Loneliness. It is just you or a tiny team. There is no water cooler chat. Administrative burden. You are responsible for handling invoicing, taxes, contracts, and following up on late payments. And imposter syndrome. You will constantly feel like you do not know enough. Spoiler, that never fully goes away. So, you want to start? Here's your 30-day plan. 1. Pick a niche. Do not be a generalist. Become the go-to person for, say, logical frameworks for small NGOs or data visualization for WASH programs. 2. Build a portfolio piece. Do a mock evaluation using a public dataset and show your process. 3. Network with purpose. Join one M&E association. Comment on LinkedIn posts and DM one person per week for an informational interview. 4. Learn the tools. Excel is table stakes. Add Power BI, R, Stata, or SPSS to your toolkit. Research consulting is not for everyone, but if you are curious, rigorous, and ready to trade a steady paycheck for real autonomy and impact, this field is one of the most rewarding paths you can take. If you found this information helpful, hit that like button and subscribe to VeriSight Research for more no-fluff guides on M&E data and building a consulting career that actually works for you. And drop a comment. What is the number one thing stopping you from starting your consulting journey? I will pin the best response. Thanks for watching, and go generate some evidence.